I think it's in a time where we will talk about the Manchester United manager. Obviously, this one are the first full season we will get for Manchester United though. And if you don't watch my previous video, I don't talk and say the guy will need to start to pick up points. He will need to start to win. Every game will count. Like I said before the season, we have to win the first 10 games of the season to show any sort of ambition. And we see how it don't happen this season. We don't play 3 games with 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 loss. Now we saw the ambition and we saw excitement in the first game against Arsenal. Then we saw the breakdown against Fulham. And then we saw in Burnley some element of things to be happy about. And even that happiness, I will tell you, say, cannot be sustained because there was no consistent control in that match. Yes, there were opportunities created, but it not be that we never reach that place, and we know so it will take some while to get there. Now, I want to talk about the manager because the truth be say, when Manchester United suffer, the manager is going to come under a lot of scrutiny, and a lot of people, like we know since last season, they mention change the formation. See, I think it's difficult explaining to people these fundamentals about football, especially the fact that not everybody understands football. It be like chess. Some people or most people play chess, but a lot of people do not understand the intricacies of chess. Now, I will try as much as possible to explain. Now, Manchester City are performing badly recently. Now, is anybody telling Pep to change his formation? Think about the other managers in the world that are playing and losing matches in their respective club. Now, I know to you as a fan, this formation is strange, it's different. Why? Because Manchester United, we knew that was winning not be this formation they use. We get flying wingers, but the truth about life is say life will move forward. Before this manager was signed, the people will be the Inos. And another question is, people will say, they don't trust Inos and whatnot. The truth be say, Inos have been in Manchester United for this now be their second full season. Why do you not trust them? What have they done wrong for these past 2 seasons? I know you are going to mention sacking of people, but the truth be say, if they sack those people and the club see they function well, then what is the harm? Why having an over-bloated workforce when you can stream it down? Besides, now the same money where you claim, neither will you stay they run the club. Oh. Let's leave that conversation for another day. Now, Manchester United, Inos not there for like 2 seasons now, and they employed this manager. They saw the formation, they employed him. And now, what is left is that we have to have belief in the system for it to work. Now, understand that other teams are playing different formation and we are struggling to perform. But you are not telling the other teams that are performing badly or finding it hard to get results that their formation should be changed. Formation does not entirely matter in football. Yes, it matters. It's more like a foundation. But the truth be say, after match start, formation cease to really exist. Now structure now be the other different thing. Whether each and every player inside that formation understand their roles and the structure in entirety, now be the problem. And when you see Manchester United playing, you will understand say with the hardly yes, we don't do better than last season second balls and recovery. But that one now measure of our problem. And yes, our players not they make the right decisions half the time. And if they had to explain this to a football novice or person wait to say to know, say Manchester United problem now the little things more than the big things. Now why when they see the manager they confused now because the problem they very simple. And the answer they very simple. But the problem now, the next thing now, can the players execute down at the measure? We saw them execute against Arsenal, but after then, they don't backpedal. And I will tell you why. Our players, they approach this game with a relaxed mentality. And at the end of the day, if all these things still go back to the manager, because in truth, nowadays football manager you have to manage their mental ability as well as the players' physical ability, and somehow the managers who have seen in the past and including Ruben Amorim, they never get through that place where they will achieve significant breakthrough in getting our players to fully buy into whatever they are telling them to go 100%, like we have seen happening in Arsenal. And this does not just do with the manager, it deals with the the group of players, the scouting, the research work it takes to bring in the players that are going to play it, because it depends. The mentality needs to be right there. It's not just be the mentality, the football ability has to be there. And over the past, we never get the combination of that, the mental capacity and the ability in over the many years. And like I said, this reason are for the manager. Ruben Amorim, I dey see wetin you dey try do, because obviously when you look the formation, once match just start, you go really understand say things dey change. Yes, people wey wan blame the manager go just choose not to see and blame him regardless. But inside match, once the whistle is blown, things don dey move. Formation not really to the count anymore, na structure dey count. And yes, I dey see where our players dey make these mistakes, because the truth be say, from formation to work, you go need your players not just to buy into the formation, you go need individual solutions for, because the manager no go enter the match go play the match. So at some place for the match where you go hold the ball, e go dey left for your individual brilliance to get for that place to unlock the formation to work. Like for Arsenal now, ultimately the way they're good structurally reach, they go still need Saka to unlock, dribble somebody to unlock. They will still need Declan Rice for the set piece to cross the ball. You dey see say, bad the fact say the tactics, you will need individual brilliance. And people go argue say the manager don dey get him players, but the truth be say he never get his own players. See Arsenal, the manager don spend over 1 billion over 5-6 years now to bring in his own players, and still they never win wetin they dey find. Now I know say Manchester United are one different. We say we never would see a style of play. We hang Ten Hag for the fact say style of play. But eventually, now the players will bring out this style of play. And another contributing factor be say, when you get goalkeeper wey no good and you let him goes of defense, e dey hard to dey adapt. And I dey talk about the manager because he need to start picking up win one way or the other. Now I not subscribe to the changing of formation, because I know say that one a lazy man conversation. That is not it. Going to a 4-3-3 is not sustainable. The manager wants to get a foundation. Now I know a lot of people want to believe it's the formation, and they want to even die by that idea that the formation is the reason why Manchester United is playing so badly. But in truth is that the formation has a role to play in it too, but the formation is not the factor why we are playing so bad. Why we are playing so bad is that the players that we saw deliver that performance against Arsenal, when they got to that Fulham game, when they got to that game against Burnley, they were not giving enough. They were not giving that the same ability they gave on the day against Arsenal. We saw what they did against Arsenal. The thing is, can they maintain consistently that performance game in, game out? That is the question for Manchester United. Now, for the manager and his tactics, the thing about the tactics be say, the manager will grow over time. You go see say the formation go dey evolve. The formation be like foundation structure. E dey shift once the match does start. But the thing be say, the one idea means say you need to get one structure done, then on which every other thing will be built. Now e dey sort of, I don't know how to explain am in layman terms for you people to mostly understand. It doesn't matter whether it's 4-3-3, 4-2-3, whatever the formation might be. The thing be say, once the dog grabs the formation, then you can shift and start pushing things around. But in terms of when you want to start building and shifting things every time around just to get results, and you go lose that identity you dey get. And the thing be say, everybody get their strategy. This manager, before the Manchester United board, they went for him, they saw the strategy, they bought into the one idea. For me, I trust Ruben Amorim. He's the Manchester United manager. I know say, like I said, the thing will be say, he has to start picking up wins. So because being the manager of Manchester United, knowing how to talk in press conferences is not going to save you. Knowing how to be charismatic is not going to save you. Ultimately, is getting results. And for today game, when a lot of fans get a lot of things to say, before na newspaper, so fans no dey really get response. But nowadays, everybody that has a phone has something to say about these players, these managers. Everybody is airing their opinion. So I believe say more pressure every day for the managers of today, and we don't see our manager react emotionally. The thing be say, after this international break, we are going up against Manchester City, and I think after Manchester City, the match is going to be against Chelsea. We need to pick up points. We need to win games. I said it. We need to win games. It doesn't matter. Now, why are they say the manager will need those players now to stand up for him? Do Mbeumo, I really hope Cunha is going to be available, because we saw him limp off after in that game versus Burnley. I really hope say those guys go stand up for the manager, because now why we buy them? Sesko, we buy them, say they will give us win even when we know they play good, because in order for us to get to that place where we call they confident enough in ourselves, the players I mean, we need to start winning regardless. We need to start feeling that lead luck there for our side, and the manager will need them. I like Ruben Amorim. I'm not completely sold on the system. It's not that. The thing is, I understand the deficiency in player personnel we have. I understand the deficiency in we dey move culture to another culture. So we dey, for the first time, look at the clear out we did in this window, will make you understand how deep we needed to do. Now Onana is leaving Manchester United. We needed to clear all those people, Garnacho's out of the team. Now we are starting from a position where we dey start from square one, in the sense that for the first time we get a clean bill of health for the team, wey be say they focus on moving to a particular direction, but they need to start picking up wins to dey feel that good luck, or you get that vibes to feel that thing wey they do for training. And we need to see more of that performance against Arsenal, and more importantly, we need to see the Mbeumo, the Cunha need to start winning for this manager, because evidently you see ESPN, Sky Sport, Talk Sport, they're the way to drag. See, they feed off Manchester United misery. So I really hope Ruben Amorim say you go pour spit for these people face, because Manchester United needs you, Ruben Amorim, to succeed in the job.